It is time to say welcome to you, my friend. It is time to say welcome to you, my friend. It is time, it is time, it is time to say welcome, my friend. It is time to say welcome to you, my friend. It is time to say welcome to you, my friend. It is time to say welcome to you, my friend. It is time, it is time, it is time to say welcome to everyone. It is time to say welcome to you, my friend. It is time to say welcome to you, my friend. It is time, it is time to say welcome to everyone. It is time to say welcome to you, my friend. It is time to say welcome to you, my friend. It is time, it is time, it is time to say welcome to everyone. Yes, today is a day to St. Patrick Day. Do you remember when St. Patrick Day is? St. Patrick Day is coming up tomorrow. Tomorrow, the 17th, is St. Patrick Day. So we have a brief summary to say about him. So what I have here is that, what is the story behind St. Patrick Day? Every year in our school, they give us a break, or we talk about St. Patrick whenever it's March 17th. And tomorrow is March 17th. Which the crucial of Lent. Season of Lent is the time that the way of Jesus Christ was. So celebrate you fall during this season of Lent. Irish family will comes along the 15 period. So I have a question to ask. Have we celebrated St. Patrick Day in your school? St. Patrick, do you know who we are talking about?
Yes.
Have you ever celebrated him?
Yes.
What do we do on this day? What color of clothes do we wear?
Green and white.
Yeah, we wear green. You know why we wear green? Why do we wear green?
In honor to celebrate St. Patrick Day.
Yes. And there's another reason why we wear green. Who knows another reason why? David, do you know why we wear green on St. Patrick Day? Do you know why we wear green?
Why we wear green? It's like a culture or a celebration.
Speak louder.
It's like a culture or a celebration.
The color for celebration.
Huh?
The color for celebration.
Yes.
You know, there's a joke that they said during that day. There's a little man that usually disappear. This man will give people pinch, and no one will see him. Who knows the name of the man? The little man.
A leopard. A leopard. A leopard.
Huh?
A leopard.
Okay.
It's not.
Eddie,
It's not
do you
the
know
animal.
that? Do you know the person we're talking about?
We're talking about
that will pinch somebody and nobody will hide. Nobody will see him. You know the man, the little man.
Oh, no leopard. It's Wait.
Yes, think.
I know it.
You forgot the name they called him.
No,
So
I know it's just not coming to my head yet.
Let me say the name again. What's the name of the little man that pinched and nobody see him?
Leopard.
Say the word again.
Something's glitching on you.
I know.
La Plania. Into leopard. Leopard.
Leopard.
Leopard.
So
I
wearing
feel like
green
you're
makes,
glitching.
yeah, wearing green,
Leopard.
wearing green makes, wearing green makes you invisible for life, which led to pinch anyone on this day. He does that so that people will not see him. Okay? He does that so that people will not see him. So let's go to our today's story. So we have a brief idea about St. Patrick now. Tomorrow, we are going to talk about him in the school. Okay? Tell us something about him tomorrow in school, because tomorrow is 17th of March. So now let's say our recitation. Let's say our recitation. Who am
I
I?
am a champion. I am a champion. I believe I am a champion.
No, Baba, we're not doing the church one now. We're not doing church. We're doing the story time
Who
recitation.
am I? I am a
Who
genius
am
kid
I?
with positive pride. I will not allow any bullying. I'll strive to fulfill my destiny.
So help me
To God.
Yeah, so let's read it
So help
together.
me.
Together, let's read. Who am I?
Hi. I'm a
I'm a
genius with
genius.
pride.
Positive
I
pride.
don't allow
bullying.
I will strive to fulfill my destiny. So help me God.
Yes, so that's our story, David's story time recitation, okay? This twice each day we meet. The Lord will help us fulfill our destiny in Jesus' name.
Amen.
Amen. So today we have a story that is titled, Why the Sun and the Moon Live in the Sky. You know, the sun is usually where? In the sky, and the moon also in the sky. So we have a little story about this creation of God, why the sun and the moon live in the sky. Will we tell our story, story? Will we tell our story, story? Will we tell our story, story? Once upon a time, many years ago, the sun and the water were great friends, and both lived on the earth together. Both lived on the earth together. The sun very often used to visit his friend, the water, but the water never returned his visit. At last, the sun asked the water, why it was me that usually come to see you, to visit you, to greet you in your house. The water replied, that the sun house was not big enough. Grace, you have a question?
Yes. It's not a question, but I read this book at school.
Oh, yes. So thank you. So now you have idea of our story, okay? So when we finish sharing the story, you're going to tell us something more, okay? Thank you.
Okay.
So let's continue. At last, the sun asked the water, why is it that me come to visit you in the morning, noon, anytime, always, but you have never come to my house? The water replied the sun that sun house is not big enough, and that if he comes with his people, that he would drive the sun out. What did he say he's going to do? He would drive the sun out. He then said, okay, I wish you visit me. I wish you visit me. But you must build a very compound. But I warn you that it will have to be a tremendous place, a very big place, as my people are very, very numerous. They are many. Water is saying this to his friend, the sun. And water says that his friends, his people will take up a lot of rooms. That's a proverb water is telling some, but some did not get the idea. But let's keep following the story. The son promised to build very big compound, and soon afterward, he returned home to his wife, the moon, who greeted him with a broad smile when he returned from his visit to water. When he opened the door, the son told the moon what he had promised the water, and the next day, son commenced building a huge compound in which to entertain his friend. Who know his friend? Who is the friend of the son? Who is the friend of the son? Yes, say the word. Water is the friend of the son. And what's the name of the son's wife?
The moon.
Yes, the moon is the wife. So let's continue. Now, when it completed, he asked the water to come and visit him the next day. When the water arrived, he called out to the son, knock, 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 knock. Who is in the house? Oh, and he answered him, whether it will be safe for him to enter. Eddie, you have a question?
No, it's not question. The wife of the sun's moon is the moon.
Thank you. Yes, the name of the wife is Moon. Okay.
They didn't read the book.
So,
The answer, eh? The wife of him is
so
Moon.
when water arrived the house of the son, he knocked the door. He said, knock, 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 knock. Who is in the house? And he answered him whether it would be safe for him to enter. You see, once again, he's asking that, can I come in? And the son answered, yes, come in, my friend. The water then begin to flow in. The water will begin to do what? Flowing, accompanied by the fish and all the water's animal. Very soon, the water was knee deep. You know, when water enter into a place, it's not going to stay in one place. When there is a house like a square, it's going to be going up, going up, going up, going up, going up. This is what is happening in the house of the sun. So very soon the water was knee deep. So he asked the son if it was safe for him to come in. And once again, the son said, yes, come in, water. Okay. So now, when the water was leveled with the top of a man's head, the water is getting to the head, the height is going up. Now the water said to the son, do you want more of my people to come in? And what is the response of the son again? The son said, yes, yes, come in. The sun and the moon both answer that they should come in. You know, there is something going on that is not right, but they could not say no. Well, sun, not knowing any better, so the water on until the sun and the moon had to pitch themselves on top of the roof. Again, the water addressed the sun, but receiving the water answered, the more and more of his people rushing in. The water very soon overflowed to the top of and the sun and the moon were forced to go up into the sky, where they have remained ever since. So that is how sun and the moon were forced to go to the top of were forced to go up into the sky, where they remain ever since today. So that's how our story comes to an end. It's a short one. Okay? Do we like the story?
Yes.
So this is an example.
Yes.
This is the example when the water came to visit the sun. You see that the water is already taking half of the house. It's already taking half of the house. And that leads to the creation story from the Bible. Okay? You know, when the creation story, we have it there that God created the moon, the sun, and the water. And as well, God created man. So because our time is getting close. So according to the Geological Survey in the United States, it shows that water covers 70% of the earth, but it's only one of the 1,000 of the earth volume. This is the end work of our God, who has made all things from the onset of creation. Okay, the story we share about why the sun and the moon remain in the sky is just a story for us to be familiar ourselves with of God. So God's creation of the earth is found in Genesis chapter 1 and 2. And this consists of the following 7 days of creation. I want to ask you something. Who remember what God created on the first day? What did God create on the first day? On the first day, what did God create? What did God create on the first day?
God created the light.
On the second day, David, the second day, what did God created?
The second day, I think God created the earth and planets.
Second day, God created the firmament and atmosphere. The third day, he created dry ground and plants. And the fourth day, he created the sun, moon, and stars. The fifth day, he created what? Birds, seas, creatures. And the sixth day, he created land. And he created land animal and human being. And the seventh day, what did he do on the seventh day? Seventh day, what did he do on the seventh day?
On the seventh day, he took a rest.
Yes, he took a rest. As we all like to rest on the seventh day, he took a rest. Okay? So what do we learn from our story? From our story? Grace, what do you learn from the story?
I learned that you should bring a little bit of people, because if you bring
sit down, let me hear you. Sit down. Stay in one place. Grace, let me hear you. Stay in one place. Yes, go ahead, talk.
So I learned about the story. Don't bring a bunch of people and make a small house. You should make a big house so people can come and wait. Hold up, I got it.
Okay, I get you. Grace is saying that she learned that it's good to have a big house so that when people come and visit you, they have a place to sit and relax. Okay. Any other person?
Me.
Yeah, go ahead.
So it also says here that I learned that we should take advice. We should take advice of what we do, like when we're doing something, we should always pay attention. And I also learned that how God created the earth is a very important time that we should honor God with all our heart.
Yes, thank you. Yes, thank you. From what I have here is that we learn to take into advice. It means to listen to advice. When water is to visit son, he was stylishly telling son that, yeah, when I come to your house, are you sure that you will be able to accommodate me? Because when I come, I'm going to come with my friends, the land animals. But he was not understanding. And when water come to visit him, what happened to son? Son was forced to move to the top of the roof. And after taking to the top of the roof, they were forced to leave their house because they did not take it to their advice. He was warning them stylishly. So the warrior warned the son time about his visit to his house. He did not get the warning message. So for us as a children, we have learned not to be afraid to say no. When you find yourself in any situation that you have to say no, what are you to do? You have to say no. Like when your friend says,
Say
come,
no.
let us go and fight our other friends, or let us go and steal somebody's pencil, or let us go and do something wrong in the class, or to disturb the class. What are we to say? We have to
No.
say no. Yes,
No.
say no to anything wrong. Say no, not acceptable. What is not right, let us learn to say no. This is what son could not do. Son did not do that. He was scared because he wants a friend. He wants to be associated with his friend. That my friend, you must come and visit me. Come and visit me. And the friend was telling him that when I come, something bad will happen. It will not be something good that he will be happy with. But he keeps saying what? Come and visit me. Come and visit me. And that we see what happened at the end of the story. Okay? So Romans 13:14 says that, beloved, do not imitate evil, but imitate good. It says, do not copy what is, don't copy what is evil. Your friend doing bad things, don't join them. Do not imitate what is evil, but imitate, copy what is good. Whoever does good is from God. Why are we to do good? Because we are from God. We are to do what is good. Okay? We are is good. Also, there's something that one of the kids tell me during the week, that they were teaching them about apes in the school, that human beings are not God's creation. So when you get to grade 3 or grade 4, they're going to tell you that we are not created by God. I want us to remember from this creation story that we have learned. I want us to remember the 6th day God created. What did God create on the 6th day? On the 6th day, God created the land and human being. He created us. Why God created us? In the book of Genesis 1:27, it says, we are the image of God. We are the image of God. So let us remember, we are not the image of animals. We are not the image of apes. They're going to teach you about that in school. So let us remember, when they are teaching you, do not argue with your teacher. Just learn your signs. But have it in your mind that you are God's creation. He made you in his image. He made us in his image, boys and girls. He made us in his own image. So let us remember that. Genesis 1:6-8 says, then God said, let there be a firmament in the midst of the water, and let it divide the water from the waters. Thus God made the firmament and divided the water which were under the firmament from the waters which were above the firmament. And it was so. And God called the firmament. So the evening and the morning were the 2nd day. So it tells us that the sun, the moon, and the water, and man, as we discussed in our story, that we are all the creations of God. God created us. You see, this is the sun and the water. God separated them. God is in control. He's control of everything. So let us remember that we have a God that created us in his own image. Do anybody have something to share? Elizabeth, you have something to say?
No.
Oh, okay, thank you. But do you like the story?
Yes.
You enjoy the story?
Yes.
Yes, what of you, Eri?
Yes.
Okay. And great. You remember the story because you read the book. Okay. Any other thing you want to share with us? Grace, something else you want to share with us?
Yes.
Tell us, what do you want to share with us?
I want to share about don't let too much people in your house.
Okay, you don't like visitor. Grace don't like visitor.
Because and then when they leave, they're gonna leave the house all messy.
Oh, the house all messy. You don't like to clean up. Eh? You don't like to clean up. Don't like to clean up people's mess. Okay. So Grace love big house. And when the people come visit her in a big house, she don't want them to mess up the house. Thank you. David, what do you learn?
David.
Yeah, David, what do you learn? I'm coming back to David, okay? What do you learn?
Today I learned that why the sun live next to the moon is because, can I say something about the sun and the moon?
Stop.
Can I say something about the sun and the moon?
How can what tell that was something to tell me?
So the sun and the moon. So the sun
So
said
the sun and water, they are friends. So
if
most of the
you
time,
wish me to visit you, you must build very large compound. So the sun, but the sun said, but I want you that's not. And today we're learning about Lepapan. And he's a person, he hides and then he keeps his treasures.
you keep his treasure. You want treasure from him?
Yes.
Yeah. What treasure do you want from him?
I have to take his revenge and steal all his gold. And then I just make tools.
You want to get gold from him?
Yeah. Because he had to pay me up.
He bring you up?
It's been like 10 hours. He's supposed to pay me up.
Okay. So when he bring you up, you want to get his gold?
Yeah.
Okay. Lisbeth, you all right?
Yes.
Okay. So tomorrow is St. Patrick's Day. We're going to talk about him in the school. Okay. So I have this picture of the sun, you see, and the moon. They lived in the sky. They live in the sky. And we have the fish in the water. When the water came to visit the sun and the moon, you see, the water is getting to the top of their house. And they are forced to leave their house. Grace, no. So thank you. We've all learned that we are to take advice. We are to advise. Okay? We have to listen to advice and do not be afraid to say no when we have to say no. We should not be afraid. Let's see our recitation one more time. Who am I? Who am I?
Who am I?
I am a genius kid with positive pride. I don't allow bullying. I will stand to fulfill my destiny. So help me God.
Yes. You know what it means? Number one, I'm a genius. It means you are special. You are unique. You are what? Precious. Precious kid with positive pride. Yes, positive pride means you are not rude, but you are positive pride because of who you are, a genius, precious, unique, excellent. And two is that I don't allow bullying. When your friends want to bully you in class, don't keep silent, but do not fight. Okay? Talk to your teacher that this boy or girl is disturbing. Raise your hand and answer and tell your teacher, don't allow bullying. And number three says, I will strive. to fulfill my destiny. Each day you do your homework, you are fulfilling your destiny. Each day you go to school, you are fulfilling your destiny. Whenever you do your homework, you are working towards your destiny. Pray that, so help me God, and God will surely do what? Help us. Will help us. So thank you all for joining today's story. Thank you all for making the time to be part of today's story. So let's tell our friends about the story time. If we are enjoying it, let's let other people know, okay? Thank you all for joining. It is time to say bye-bye to you, my friend. It is time to say bye-bye to you, my friend. It is time, it is time, it is time to say bye-bye to you, my friend. If you've not finished your homework, go do it, okay? And eat your dinner. Thank you all for joining. It is time to say bye-bye to you, my friend. It is time to say bye-bye to you, friend. It is time, it is time, it is time to say bye-bye to you, my friend.
No, there's no two people.
It's time to say bye-bye to you, my friend. It is time to say bye-bye to you, my friend. It is time, it is time, it is time to say bye-bye to everyone. It is time to say bye-bye to you, my friend. Bye. It is time to say bye-bye to you, my friend. It is time, it is time, it is time to say bye-bye to everyone. Thank you. You can view today's story on David Story Club 1 on YouTube channel. Today's story on David Story Club 1. Thank you on YouTube channel. Thank you.